Hey guys, so I got inspired to go back and put up some of my older rocket battles. So this is from February, back when we had the special research for Raikou. So first up we have Arlo, um, led in with Bastardon, did one quick attack and then switched to Whiscash. Whiscash, really a great Pokemon to use in the rocket battles. Basically, he's got a lot of tools that make him very useful in these matches. First off, he's got a typing that's really pretty fantastic. The Mud Boy, ground and water type, has a lot of resistances. Only weakness is to grass, so that's very helpful. He's got the very quick charging fast move with Mud Shot. He's got the very spammy charge move with Mud Bomb. And he's got the nuke kind of in his back pocket with the blizzard. So basically, just about everything you could want in a Pokemon to use in these rocket battles, he's got. And a lot of those things obviously make him very good in PvP in general. So undercharging this last Mud Bomb a little bit just to try and steal a little bit of energy for the next match. But then getting him out of there before he dies to that last Fire Fang, and then Bastardon to kind of take him out. And then the second Pokemon, Charizard, obviously not going to have a very good time going against the Bastardon. Gotta get that one little bubble down there. Huge, massive damage from the Stone Edge, and then just farming him the rest of the way down with Smackdowns. Fortunately, managed to avoid him getting off a charge attack. So that's good. And then the last Pokemon is going to be the Salamence with the Fire Fang, so unfortunately dealing neutral damage to the Bastardon, but got enough there. And that was the Active Edge. I think this was after I got a new phone and it had the Samsung Active Edge on the side, and I think after this battle I went and I deleted that because, dear lord, that is a very annoying thing to happen in the middle of a battle. So, okay, so we've got the Salamence came in with the Whiscash, charged just a little bit as a backup plan, going to be very important, you'll see in a moment, but then bringing in Azumarill. Again, not a typical rocket battle Pokemon, he's just not quite spammy enough, but against the Salamence, very, very useful. If it had Dragon Tail, that would be double resisted. As it's just Fire Fang, it's single resisted. But does get the Ice Beam off for the double, super effective, and allowing Whiscash to come in and finish him off, again with the nuke that he's got holding there in the back. So, basically this is a commercial for Whiscash. Use Whiscash. He's helpful. So that was that. Next up we have Cliff. Cliff, who's letting me this month and every month since then, catching his Shadow Pincer. So leading off with Melmetal, resisting the Bug Bite, and then immediately switching to Charizard, who double resists the Bug Bite, and then going for kind of a somewhat spammy Fire Spin Dragon Claw combo. So unfortunately, with this Bug Bite, it's also paired with the Vice Grip, so he's going to be firing a lot of charge moves and burning the shields very quickly, which unfortunately is not what you want to happen this early in the rocket battle. So I've got both of his shields, and basically at this point I'm like desperately wanting to just get me to the Blast Burn, no Blast Burn. So back comes Melmetal, and gets to the Rock Slide. So Rock Slide comes out, and unfortunately doesn't quite take him out. And he's not quite able to be farmed, so switching, and yeah, obviously this is not ideal. The bug bite is taking huge chunks out of Skeptile, but able to farm him down. But now, no shields, two very weak Pokemon. Fortunately, here's Amistar. Amistar, not particularly strong, and is double weak to these Leaf Blades. So you can see that's just doing absolutely devastating damage. So 2 Leaf Blades, quick and dirty, takes him out. And then farms a little bit of energy at the end. And then, unfortunately, in the back, it is Tyranitar, which he very often has. So these Leaf Blades are super effective, but unfortunately, he's just such a strong Pokemon, and he's just got the massive CP advantage. He's going to be dealing huge amounts of damage back and not taking all that much from the Leaf Blade, so it's really pretty tough. Did the switch back into Melmetal, just to try and save him a little bit of time here. Help him charge a little bit more. Now, it would have been really good if, this is in February, so I believe Superpower was out at this point. I just hadn't TM'd him over. Superpower obviously would have been very, very helpful in this situation. Double super effective against Tyranitar, but as it stands, able to get Skeptar back in there, get 1 Leaf Blade, and he survives the 1 Iron Tail, and as the animation starts for the 2nd Iron Tail, manages to get the Leaf Blade in. And gets the simultaneous knockout. Which counts! Totally counts. Counts as a win. The research counted it as a win. I'm going to count it as a win. And then lastly we have Sierra. Sierra, leading with the Shadow Beldum, makes this battle super, super easy. Honestly, you can bring in just about any ghost Pokemon or anything that just resists the normal quick type move. I believe it's Takedown. But it just does nothing, so you can just sit there and you can farm. So Sableye, throwing the foul plays just to burn the shields early, but really probably the better move is to just sit there and farm with total impunity. The Shadow Claw is going to knock him out before he gets to a charge move, so there's just, yeah, he's a very, very weak Pokemon, sets you up for success later. Next up comes Sharpedo, obviously dealing just stupid amounts of damage. He is a glass cannon of glass cannons, and a Shadow Pokemon which turns everything into even more of a glass cannon. So you can see just the 1 Leaf Blade just almost completely wipes him out, but the bite damage is just so overwhelming. So for the last one, I could either do Sableye. Instead, I'd bring in Swampert just to kind of farm that last little bit of health. And in the back we have Houndoom, rocking the Fire Fang. Swampert resists to that, so really pretty easy situation for Swampert to just kind of come in, spam the Hydro Cannons, but also able to tank a few Fire Fangs if Houndoom manages to sneak those in between the charge attacks. So overall, really good position. Gets the last Hydro Cannon, and honestly, this is as long as Sierra is leading with the Shadow Beldum, the rest of the battle is pretty easy. So you can see I didn't need to use any shields that battle. So that's all 3 team leaders, and now we're on to Giovanni. And we've got the rainy weather for this fight, so it's kind of an epic showdown. You got his Persian, always a horribly terrible Pokemon to deal with. Deals massive damage even when it's resisted. So got my Empoleon to take a few scratches, let Persian build up some energy, and then switching to Lucario. We've talked about Lucario before, but it's Steel type resists the normal damage, and then the counter power-up punch combo is any Pokemon that has that combo is going to be really good in the rocket battles, just because it allows for the shield baiting, and it allows to just, the fighting type damage is really, really powerful. So, got the 2 power-up punches off, because of the energy that Persian built up against my Empoleon. He was able to throw the charge move, which gave me an extra stun. So in this little matchup, I get greedy against this Steelix and decide, okay, I'm going to throw a power-up punch and an Aura Sphere, and hope I don't die before that happens. And fortunately, again, the animation starts, but I'm able to get the Aura Sphere off after the power-up punch, which this is the 3rd power-up punch, so the Aura Sphere just does massive, massive damage. I die to the Steelix, but Steelix is basically dead anyway. So some spam for the Whiscash to power up here. Gain some energy, and then start throwing Mud Bombs at the Raikou. Tried to switch in the Empoleon, but it wound up eating the fast move, which is a little unusual. Sometimes that does happen during these battles. Instead of just it interrupts the charge move animation, it will cause some damage to be taken by the incoming Pokemon, which is fine though. That allowed me to build up a little more energy on Whiscash, and just keep spamming these Mud Bombs. Now the cool thing you can see here is when he starts the charge animation, but I'm firing the Mud Bomb in the middle of it, Volt Switch is so slow, I'm actually not taking any damage. And you can see that my health bar just doesn't go down for the rest of this battle. It's just kind of staying at that, 55-60% mark. So that's a really handy move to use if you have, something that you can spam faster than they can get those slow charge moves off. But you can see Whiscash, like I said earlier, just a really, really great Pokemon for these battles. Just going to town on Raikou with the super effective Mud Bombs. And taking this match from Giovanni, which, kind of really looks epic in the rain. It's got kind of that vibe of, you remember the end of the Matrix Revolutions where Neo and, the 1,000 Agent Smiths are battling in the rain and, kind of going up and... Anyway. I thought it was cool. And I'm in Southern California, so we don't get rain a lot. But that was really nice, and it also wound up getting me the weather-boosted Raikou, and that was also very nice. So that was a good month. That was a good special research. I enjoyed that. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.